Ghoul Panic, titled Owakyun in Japan, was released for the arcade in 1999 in Japan and later that year in North America. It was developed by Raizing instead of the usual Namco. The latter is the only one publishing the game. This isn't the first time an arcade game that uses a spooky, scary genre, because 8 years prior in 1991, Namco releases Golly Ghosts, a light gun shooter with a similar theme as well. So one may assume Raizing created Ghoul Panic as a tribute to that series? Probably. You probably never heard of this company, but if you're a shmup fan and you're in the community, you definitely heard of them. And in case you haven't known, they were the creator of Battle Garaga, Armed Police Bad Rider, and of course the fantastic Kingdom Grand Prix. Anyway, the story in Ghoul Panic is simple. You and everyone else in the friendly neighborhood are turned into cats thanks to a curse from a crazy witch with her family. And it's up to you too to try to stop the curse and bring back peace. Player 1 controls the girl and player 2 controls the boy as two of you embark on a quest to storm the spooky mansion and defeat the evil once and for all. Okay, what's with Namco obsession with cats? I mean, the cats are everywhere. Namco sure love their cats, right? There are cats in mapping, the ladies in Lucky and Wow wear cat costumes to be like cats, and Klonoa is a combination of cat and rabbit. And this? Where everyone are cursed and became cats? Wahoo! What can I say? Cats are awesome. Better than dogs. Being a cat is fun, just like being a bubble dragon. Certainly better than being a human. Anyway, Ghoul Panic needs no introduction if you play Point Blank already, so I'm gonna cut to the chase. There are 3 difficulties, and 3 of them have different amount of difficulties, like I said, with different amount of challenge for you to tackle. The game also has different environment, like living room, outdoor, kitchen, altar, and toilet. Okay. Each difficulty starts off with a prologue level before you can choose one out of 4. Just like normal Point Blank, you pick one, do the objective, and try to succeed. Failure to do so, you result in a loss of life, and you shoot the wrong target, you lose another life. Lose all life, put in another quarter, and try again. But unlike Point Blank, where each rows have one stage that is extremely hard, here, each row has a level with a diamond on it. And no, it's just not there for the hard purposes, but something else with a twist. If you do manage to clear the level successfully, you will be able to acquire one of those gems, and by using it against a boss during the same row, you can start the boss fight with them having less health, which gives you an advantage. That is if you can even get one of them, because as you can see here, I fail, and I'm useless. Speaking of boss fight, there are plenty of them. Regardless of practice, normal or advanced, every time you finish a set of those stages, you will encounter one of them. In practice, you will only face one boss, but in normal and advanced, you will face 3 of them. Different difficulties will result with each of them having different attack patterns. In practice, this guy right here just hop around, but in normal and advanced, he will attack you frequently. The vampire, though in the normal advanced level, will throw you a set of bats and other projectiles. And if you say this is a reference to House of the Dead, you are correct. Unfortunately, those bosses replaces those bonus level from Point Blank. In Point Blank, Every time you finish 8 of the levels, in between the next 8 levels, there's a bonus level where you can try to get some points and some heart to increase your chance to continue playing. However, there's none of that here. You finish 4 levels, and then you fight the boss, complete another 4 levels, fight another boss, and then another boss, another 4 levels to fight another boss, just to finish the game. Like, come on, you expect me to go through an entire game or try to survive, or the game just throw me a bunch of challenges that I did not see coming? Then again, this is Raizing we're talking about. They are infamous for their hard shmups. Battle Garega, Police Bad Rider, Kingdom Grand Prix, Sorcerer Striker, just to name a few, all have difficulty curves that went upwards if you're not careful enough. And I guess they took some inspiration from them and applied it here in Ghoul Panic. But that's not the end to it. The rest of the game is pretty good, surprisingly. The graphic also got major overhauls. Instead of the usual 2D sprites and cardboard cutout from the point-blank game, Raizing opted to use polygons. And while it sounds tedious and bad from the words, it isn't. The polygons add 3D shape to the characters and infuse them with personality. It makes everything have more details to it and feels like there's so much more attention to details. Speaking of personalities, the game can be intimidating, spooky, and humorous at points. The ghosts can make lots of faces when you shoot them, or when you don't. The cats have different emotions as well, and even the main character behaves according to the result. If you win, she will bounce around, and if you lose, she will just cry. Poor girl. The music also adds to the immersive old meter. The music has the mysterious feel to it, some of them have had a happy-go-lucky to it, and some spookiness to make you remember you're storming a spooky mansion, trying to turn the curse around. The enemies also have different varieties to it. You don't just fight ghosts like the normal mundane spooky game, but also some skeletons, and spiders, cause why not, and even a chicken? And coupled on with the fact that there are more unique stages this time around, compared to Namco, this is a refreshing game, and as a spin-off, it can stand on its own. For example, you can destroy the target multiple times to make the ghost fall. Hey, I thought ghosts can levitate. Silly ghost. Or you can protect the cat while she tries to hang on to the rope with the fire trying to attack her. The cat doesn't deserve all this. There's this balancing level where you have to shoot the target, which keeps the other side together, or they will topple over, which is really neat. Or there's one where the enemy swarm in a group reminiscent of Galaga, which is really nice as well. These are just some of the levels that you can find in Ghoul Panic, and I will leave the rest for you to figure it out. You will not regret it. The game has lots of fun features to it that it feels like it's a series that can stand on its own. I'm surprised that Raizing can even make this game as good as it sounds. Despite not even making any like games prior, as they were the shmup specialists, you can't deny Raizing did a good job and knocked it around. The game, I guess, was received well because from what I read on the internet, a lot of people loved the game. The game would then receive a console port for the PlayStation 1 the following year, but only in Japan and Europe. And that's about it for the Ghoul Panic. What a shame.